For this week's Sports Star Spotlight, we're focusing on an elite wide receiver in the Tampa area. The tricky thing about improvement is that there's always room for more. Dallas Wilson, though, is addicted to improvement. He never wants to stop learning, and that applies on and off the football field. When he first tried football as a youngster, he hated it. He was playing defensive end, and he wasn't very good. So he walked away from the game when he was about 10 years old. A couple years later, though, he decided to give it another shot, but he wanted to play offense because that seemed more fun.
And then I came back and I started looking at wide receivers more and more. And I'm like, bruh, I want to play wide receiver. But my hands were bad. Like, I couldn't catch a ball to save my life. Like, I couldn't catch at all.
This time, even though he wasn't a great receiver either, Dallas decided he wanted to commit to learning instead of quitting. He spent his freshman year at Wharton High School, but then he transferred to Tampa Bay Tech as a sophomore.
We are located right in the heart of Tampa. We are a little unique in the fact that we're a public school, but we're 100% application. Nobody is zoned to go here.
When Dallas met Coach Jason Roberts, he told me he wanted to play wide receiver. And Coach told him that was fine, but he was going to have to work to earn playing time because that particular team had a lot of returning starters.
So we had a bunch of guys who had experience that had played in the state championship game the previous year.
So I'm like, dang, there's a lot of wide receivers. Like, it was packed in the wide receiver room. So I was like, dang, they were like, you got to learn the plays. You got to go out there. Like, because in practice, that's where you earn your reps at on game day. So I'm like, all right, go out there and practice, have a good day in practice, and I'm get some game reps.
He knew nothing was going to be handed to him, and that was perfectly fine with him. He went out and just every single day worked his tail off, and then really kind of making his mark on his team. The first regular season game, coming up with a one-handed game-winning touchdown with about 10 seconds left in the game.
After that, I just went crazy that whole season. Like, I was just going crazy that whole season.
2 years later, Dallas is one of the highest-rated players in the 2025 class. All the major recruiting sites have him among the top 40 players overall.
As a receiver, I think what separates him, especially on this level, is just the physicality and veracity that he plays receiver with. When he catches the ball, he literally turns into a fullback where, he runs with such aggression and behind his pads. It's tough for guys to tackle him. A lot of it just comes from his mentality and how he practices.
The recruiting rankings and scholarship offers, though, have not stopped Dallas from pushing himself to get better.
He's our best player and our hardest working player. Like, at track practice, he runs to the point to where he collapses at the end of track practice and has a layout on the grass for 30 minutes before he can get up and come inside, and he'll come and get his workout in the weight room, and that rubs off on his teammates. They see him get up and go to the weight room, and they follow suit.
Even though I might not like it some days, I'll be saying I quit every day. Like, every day in practice, I say I quit. Well, I go out there the next day and just go do it. You feel me? It's all a mind game.
The example that Dallas sets is important. It's another way he continues to better himself because he's grown considerably as a leader for this Tampa Bay Tech program.
I feel like I bring people hope. I feel like people lean on me more because I got a bigger name and everything like that, and they lean on me to make the bigger plays for the team to go out there and be great, you feel me? I feel like they look at me as a captain and as a dog on the field.
What I love about him is sometimes you have guys who are so gifted as him, and sometimes when they try to lead vocally, they talk down to their teammates, and he never comes to his teammates from that approach. He's always coming to his teammates from an approach where he's uplifting and telling them, hey, you can do this. I know you can do it. We can do this. We're going to do this. He's always speaking life into the situation. He's always speaking affirmation to his teammates and everything, and that's why they respect him.
Dallas is going to be ready academically and athletically for the college level, and he's committed to the Oregon Ducks.
Oregon, that was my favorite school since I was a kid. I used to watch all their highlights. I used to watch them, and like, it was just so energetic to me. Like, when watching them, I just love the colors. Then now, just love everything they're doing at the program.
As he keeps learning and improving, Dallas Wilson could reach incredible heights in and out of football.
When I want to be a freshman All-American. And then I want to get out in 3 years in college and then go to the league and get drafted in first round, you feel me? It's always been a dream, but you feel me? It's more and more serious now, day by day.
He's a kid that, is one of the best receivers in the nation right now, and he's only been playing the position for 2.5 seasons. But I think he's still got so much that he can improve on. He's got so much potential to get faster and bigger and stronger, so I think he's got a limitless ceiling on how good he can be.